Did you like that wave? Jazz hands. Sorry, friends. My eyes are watering. I'm not crying, I promise. I'm a bit of a hot mess. I rushed around like a maniac trying to get myself ready here. Here's a Quincy saying hi.
He looks like you know what you're doing.
Really? You know my maternity stuff, right? So you're just going to sit there? Yeah, sure you are. Well, I can eat the mouse, darling. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Oh, my God. Everybody say hi to Angela, Cardamancy Mesquite.
Hi, everybody.
Thank you for being here, my friend. I'm
welcome.
glad to. So Angela sent me an email earlier today, and she's like, just FYI, we're in the eye of, hail, thunderstorms, and a tornado watch. And I'm like, good God, we can reschedule for tomorrow or something. No, I'm fine. And I'm like, I don't know that I could handle, not to make it about me, but I don't know that I could handle doing the show and you being blown, while we all watch. I'm like, I don't know that I could handle that. Like, it's fine. I'm like, actually, no, it's not really.
No, the worst that would happen is I would move my computer into the hallway, which is my safe space, and we'd do it from there.
Right.
That's all.
Yeah.
But luckily, the storm dissipated early, so we don't have to worry about that now.
That's why I love you. You're so in control. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm in a panic. I'm not in the storm's eye at all. And I'm like, oh my God. Anyway, we're glad that you're safe and we're glad that the storm has passed. This is excellent news. So we are here to do the April Zodiacs. And I just want to say happy April to everybody. And the second thing that I want to say is there is nothing about the last couple of days that has been spring-like here, even though I'm hoping for spring like everybody else is. 1 minute it's 10 degrees Celsius. Mm-hmm. The next minute it's snowing. It has snowed 3 days last week. So it's just nasty and dirty and messy. Do you know what I mean? Like the grass looks like straw. It's going to be.
It doesn't look like it's Easter.
Oh, well, here's the thing. I remember as a child growing up, Easter's with a snowsuit on and Easter's with shorts on. So it's Canada. So anything goes here. We could be in a parka. We could be in our shorts. Mm-hmm. So there you have it. So let me find my sheet, so we can make sure that we get all the zodiacs.
Yep.
Let's say hi to some folks in the chat. Hershey is here. Hello, Hershey. Amanda Carroll is in the house. Esther G is here. Linda is here. Scrolling. Scorpio Mama is in the house. Aspasia Rising is here. Hello. Jane's Free is in the house. Blue is here. Hi, Ron. Ron Unconditional Love. That's so nice. Everybody's here, popping in. Mm-hmm. I feel like I haven't been live in forever.
Yeah. It does kind of feel that way in a way.
I miss it. I love coming live and I miss it, but I don't know if this makes me a bad human or not. But I like to admit when I made a mistake, and as much as I love Rosie, I had no idea what I was getting myself into or in for or whatever. Mm-hmm. It's been a challenge, friend. It's been a real challenge, and it has messed me up. And I am having great difficulty navigating how to, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm really having a hard time navigating it, and as ridiculous as that might sound, it has really thrown me for a loop, and I don't know what to do. Like I don't know when I can do something and when I can't.
Mhm.
So 10 minutes before I went live, half of the reason why I had to, you guys had to give me 10 minutes, and I apologize for that. I don't like being late. And I'm sorry, because I know that you're all here to hear your signs, and we'll get there. But I just sort of want to explain sort of what's going on. So Mark has been with her all day, right? I've been back here doing stuff, because I don't really have time to work on the channel anymore. So on Sunday he's home, and so I could spend some time doing what I need to do.
Mhm.
And because there is a lot of behind the scenes stuff that needs to happen, and I'm back here doing my thing. And he came to me at about 6:45 and said, "We don't have any water." And I said, "Okay," meaning bottled water, right? We have
Mhm.
the big cooler, with the big jug. So he said, "Well, I don't," I said, "Well, just leave her, put her in the crate, because I'm back here getting ready." And,
Mhm.
and I mean, he's going to the corner store. He'll be back in like 8 minutes.
Yeah.
It was like she was being murdered out there. And I'm here. And I'm like yelling out to her, like, "You're okay, you're fine." And I mean, she literally loses her mind, and she gets herself so upset that then she's physically ill. And it like, not only does that upset me for her sake,
Mhm.
but because she's been here for so long, like you should start to trust us that we're not gonna, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because she's not left alone ever. I'm always with her. So it feels like we're not making any progress, if that makes sense what I'm saying, right?
Mhm.
So that, and then just hearing that, I mean, it's upsetting. It stresses you out. Anyway, someone asked how old Rosie is now. We got her February the 13th, and she was 9 weeks old.
Mhm.
So whatever that makes her, just over 4 months. Hi, Marcia. Hi, JR. Everybody's saying hi. Hypnocity is here. Lisa's here. Hello, 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 hello. All right. We should probably get on with it, no?
I think we might.
All right. So this is my friend Cardamancy Mesquite, aka Angela. And I'm going to stick her channel into the chat. I would love it very much if you all would show my friend some support. Yeah, I have Beth, and I just, well, you can hear her barking now. She just, like, she had such a traumatic start to her life.
Mhm.
We try to be patient with her, but it's not going away, and it makes it difficult. Like, if she follows you everywhere, which is totally normal. I mean, the cats follow you, right? But it's the upset that she causes herself that stresses me, right? I mean, if Mark goes in the shower, she will stand outside the door and bark at him, but like he's an intruder, because she's that upset. Like, how dare you, right? Right? It takes me, like, every morning I go through this when he goes to work. It takes me like a good half an hour to 40 minutes to calm her down, right? And he says goodbye to her. Like, we have like a routine where he acknowledges that and it's just a lot. Anyway, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go through the zodiac signs. We're going to start with the sign of Aries. I'm going to try to follow along here and put into the chat box what sign we are doing. Are you ready, my friend?
Yep.
All right, so we're going to do a combo of Oracle and Tarot. And here we have it. How many cards you got out, by the way?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I have 8 too.
Shoot. We're reading each other's mind.
See that? Do you see that? Do you see that? Do you see the vibe? All right, Aries. Oh, my eyes are watering. What the hell? I'm just a mess, friends. I'm an absolute mess. I want to say this before we get too far in ahead of ourselves. Please make sure to give us a thumbs up. Make sure that you like, you share, you subscribe, do all those things that you're supposed to do. I've literally lost 26 subscribers in the last 3 weeks, which I don't even know how that's possible because I haven't really been on.
Okay, YouTube has been going bonkers with
Well, I
changes
know,
and
yeah.
stuff.
So anyway, if just make sure that you check your subscriptions that you normally follow, because there seems to be something going on that I'm not really aware of. So here we go for the sign of Aries for the month of April. I'm laughing because I'm like, yeah, it's like, is it my card or for Aries? The first card that I pulled. I love it. You can go whenever you're ready if you are. Yeah, I don't know if I said that or if I was just thinking that at least, but yes, Ron, last night I popped in for a minute and Ron was saying that had happened to him too. And it's unfortunate because, well, we're not going to get into it. It's just unfortunate. So when you work hard, it's unfortunate, especially, it's one thing if it was something that you did. It's another thing if it's like some kind of weird algorithm. The point is that you don't know. It's not like you did a math test and you got, 89 out of 100 and the teacher told you where you went wrong so you could like go back and try to like learn, how to improve. I don't know if it's something I'm doing, something I'm not doing, or if this is something totally out of my control. I have no idea. And that's the hard part, right? So anyway, we're moving on.
Okay, you want me to give it a go?
Yes, absolutely, my friend.
Okay, Aries, you start out with the Knight of Swords, so you're charging forward and you're going to work at getting things done. Then I have a Nine of Pentacles, which means you're really building something up here. And then the Queen of Wands, you are all in it. You are working your way through whatever you've got to work through. You're getting there. And the Knight of Swords says you're still charging forward. You're keeping going. And then I have the Seven of Pentacles. So you're at a point where you're looking at what you've got and how far you've gone and figuring out what you've got to do to go forward. So you're right on your path. I don't see changing doing anything. Just keep on going. You've got it. You've got this.
That's beautiful. I kind of have the similar sort of message. Start out with balance. It says, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. So to me, that's more like a mind balance, right? Not necessarily balance in terms of like work hard, play hard. This is sort of balancing, the making the half empty more like a half full kind of idea. We have this card, which I think is super interesting. So thought vibrations, resonant choices, and signature signals. So to me, these two cards really go hand in hand. This is the idea of gaining like a new perspective or like a different understanding, right? In order for you to be able to go with the flow in a more like in an easier manner, if that makes sense. We have the Nine of Wands here, so setting up boundaries. protecting yourself because you're a little bit battle weary, but you are determined to make it to the 10. Like you still want to push forward, right? We have the World card, which is lovely. This is the end of the Tarot, right? The end of the major arcana, the end of that journey. It's completion. It's, achievement. Things coming full circle. We have the King of Swords. I think that you got the Knight, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the Queen. And I have the King. The King of Swords is very analytical. He's very logical. He's very strategic in his thinking patterns, right?
Yep.
So that card to me ties up with the other two cards that I got in terms of this is about a shift in perspective, right? Gaining a new understanding. Ace of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck, planting the seeds for the future.
Yep.
So April looks like it's going to be a really good month for Aries.
If like they've already got it handled, like they've done the work.
Yeah, just don't get in your own way.
Yep.
Right, is what I want to say as a takeaway for that. So that's lovely for Aries. Let's move on now to the lovely sign of Taurus. Aspasia Rising said something to me. Oh no, Amanda Carroll said, Kelly, you need a pet psychic. I'm reading a book called What a Dog Knows by Susan Wilson, a novel featuring a gypsy animal communicator. That's awesome. I should take a moment and tune into Mark's Spirit Whisperer. I think he's on tomorrow, actually.
Yeah.
Thank you for the reminder, Amanda. And maybe I'll ask if there's something that he can give me for Rosie. Other than loving her up. I don't know what else to do. Sylvia Hanks is here. Teresa is here. Hello, friends.
Hi.
Lisa says, all right, I got the balance card earlier today. Fantastic, gals. No messing with me. Next for me is Virgo Rising and Gemini Moon. Blue says, every Saturday and Monday, Mark Spirit Whisperer has a YouTube page and puts on a show live that you can ask questions to him. Yeah. I've actually had Mark here. He's so wonderful. And Lisa's like, Kelly, please do that. All right, here we go. For the great sign of Taurus. My husband made me a female bacon sandwich today. So good.
Sounds good.
So female bacon is what you guys call Canadian bacon. What we call back bacon.
Oh, okay.
Because it's different than our regular bacon, which is the same as your bacon. I don't know why you call it Canadian bacon, but anyway, that's a whole, I like whatever, it's bacon. So, female bacon is rolled in cornmeal. And it's got such a unique taste to it. So good. So I had a toasted female bacon sandwich with cheese and tomato. It was so good.
Now you're making me hungry.
It was so yummy. He did such a good job. It was on sale at our local supermarket. And it was like, oh my God, start the car. The IKEA commercial, start the car. It was great. Okay. Go ahead, my friend.
Okay, I've got the 8 of Wands. I think you're a little bit battle weary. You might need to step back and take a moment. It's followed by the 10 of Pentacles, so you're taking care of your money, that's for sure, and taking care of your material goods. Then I get the 6 of Swords, which means you're moving to calmer waters. And then the 3 of Wands. So you're looking forward. You're looking ahead to what's going on. And it's followed by the 9 of Pentacles. So you've got your material world taken care of. And you're looking forward to what's coming ahead. So, I think you've got your base is pretty well covered, and I don't see any upset in there. So I think you're going to have a good April. It looks nice and steady.
Sorry,
You started out with
I'm
March
clarifying the
wasn't
card. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Sorry.
well, with the Eight of Wands, you started battle weary in
Yeah.
March, which I think everybody did, didn't we? It was a rough
Yeah.
and tumble month, and it went fast. So
Yeah.
I think we're all more or less taking stock of where we are. And Aries, I think you've pretty much taken care of your stuff. You got the Three of Wands, so you are looking forward.
Oh, sorry. People are saying they're hungry because I'm talking about bacon. Okay, so my cards are a little bit different than yours.
Mm-hmm.
I'll start out with the King of Swords again. So this is the, because, okay, Taurus is very much, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, Taurus is very much about, grabbing the bull by the horns and full steam ahead, right?
Yeah.
I feel like Taurus is being not put outside their comfort zone, but being reminded to sort of not charge ahead, right? To think sort of first before reacting. Maybe taking that, hitting the pause button. And that's hard. I feel like you're being inspired by something right now. There's some kind of, I'm trying to articulate what I'm saying. I feel like you're either being inspired by, so maybe you've had like a pet project, something in the back of your mind that you've been wanting to do for a long time. So you're either being inspired by, to start that, to pick that up, or you're trying to gather information about starting something that you're interested in. Then I have the Tower card. Now, before everyone panics, and because nobody likes this card.
I love the Tower card.
Okay. Think of the Tower card as, a shift in your foundation. I like to think of it as, the old trick where you take the tablecloth when the dishes are all set and you pull the tablecloth off. And you have two options in that scenario, right? Either the dishes are all going to smash on the floor and you're going to be like, oh, or they're going to remain on the table. And guess what? You're still going to go, oh, right? So the reaction is the same.
Yeah.
Is the point. So I tried to clarify the Tower. I've got the Five of Wands, so conflict. I've got the Three of Air, either needing to forgive wherever this conflict comes from, or you're upset by the conflict. And I've got the King of Water. So I'm not sure if there is a water sign that causes this conflict, or if you have this moment where that King of Swords energy comes in and sort of smooths the waters and enabling the compassionate side of Taurus to come out and be the prevailer, right? On the bottom of the deck, I've got the Four of Pentacles. So you're holding on real close right now, right? Holding on to something really, really tight. And maybe that's what this is about. If you just loosen up a little bit, right? Don't hold on so tight. And I know easier said than done. I pulled an oracle card and we've got Fire Spirit, which is energy. So we know there's a lot of energies going on right now, and it's hard for all of us to navigate and get used to. Make sure that this goes for all signs. Make sure that you do lots of good self-care. Listen to your body, listen to your intuition. You know what I mean? Because those two things are not going to steer you wrong. And don't slough it off, right? If your intuition or your body says to you that you need rest, then give yourself rest. So that's what I got for Taurus. I hope that helped. Resonates. Amanda says, oh my gosh, my Taurus niece is divorcing her triple Scorpio husband.
Sounds like a good move to me.
Right. Hi, Devonna. Welcome. Hi, Thomas. Tiro, your way. Andrea. Hello, my friend. Good to see you. All right. We're moving on. Oh, sorry, Angela. I cut you off.
That's all right. Don't worry about it.
We're moving on to Gemini. Did I spell that right? Why does that look funny? Gemini is one of those words that never looked right when I spell it. I have to say. All right. Gemini.
Yeah, with a lot of these readings, the biggest thing is that we're all going through a lot of the same energies at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, the energies are big right now because all the big planets are moving around.
Yeah. And that, I mean, none of us know how to navigate. You know what I mean? Because I feel like we're all sort of thrown off course. Do you know what I mean?
Well, we're in uncharted waters. I mean, this hasn't happened in what, 200 years or something?
Yeah, exactly. And I think that it's also the shift had a build up to it, right? And when you get there, you expect a particular outcome to happen or a particular thing to happen. You know, like you expect to feel a certain way on a certain day, but you don't feel that way. And then you almost feel disappointed because you didn't feel that way. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right. Like, you know, it's my birthday and I should feel great, but I don't. You know what I mean? Because I recognize I'm another year older. I have a funny story about that. Can I share about a story, about a funny birthday story? So I was working at this company. I just started there. I might have been there like 4 months or something. And this lady comes to me and she's like, you know, when you come back from lunch, don't come back in the office. And I'm like, what? And she's like, no, stay outside. We have a little something for you. And I'm like, okay, thank you so much. I mean, that's weird because I'd only been there a short time, right? Anyways, they had a cake for me and I came in and everybody's saying happy birthday. It's just a small little company, right? I'm like, oh, that's so nice. And she's like, you know, how old are you? And I don't remember my age. Like at the time, I don't remember. But like, let's say I was 34, right? So I'm like, oh, I'm 34. And she's like, what year were you born? I'm like, 65. She goes, I was born in 65 too. And I'm like, oh my God, that's great. She goes, you're not 34, you're 33. And I'm like, what? So, you know, get off my shoes and socks. 1, 2, 3, like do my counting over again. And I'm like, oh my God, that's the best birthday present I ever received. I gained a year. Or lost a year, however you want to look at it. Woo, I'm only 33. Party. Here's why that story is so funny is because I worked in the accounting department. Yeah. Anyway, to me, that's hysterical. Like, there's the girl working in the accounting department who can't figure out how old she is. Hello. Yep. You want me in charge of your account, don't you?
And here's the girl with an accounting degree and can't figure out her age.
I mean, whatever. Anyway, here we go. Oh, gosh. That story always makes me laugh. And my dad, to the opposite of that, my dad was very age, like, focused. You know, he would be like, how old are you now? 27? And I'm like, 20. Well, you act like you're 500, you know, like that. He was very, like, age obsessed. Age was a big thing. In fact, when my sister and I got to a certain age, he would tell us not to call him. I mean, he said it was a joke, but I think now it wasn't a joke, really. He would be like, don't call me dad in public because I don't look old enough to be your father. And I'm like, you know, because you think that's funny at first, like that. Oh, that's funny, Dad. And then after a while, you're like, yeah, it doesn't. I don't know if you mean like it as a joke, the way we're taking it. Hi, Anya. Or Anya. Sorry. Oh my gosh. All right. Go for it, my friend.
Okay. I've got the 8 of Swords in reverse. So I think you're moving out of this feeling like you've locked yourself in or you've tied yourself up in knots, you're moving out of that. And I can't confirm it any harder than it following that up with the sun,
Beautiful.
you know? Then we have the moon, which I see as, looking at things internally. It feels like you're looking in, you're going within and looking at how you've reacted to things and reassessing where you're at. Then I've got the Five of Swords in reverse. There may have been conflict, but it's going away.
Do you see that card? It's like I'm trying to pull that out. We're on Gemini, Anya.
Mm-hmm. And then I've got the Eight of Swords, which means you've got information coming in. There's a lot of it. It's in reverse. So I don't think it's going to be fast. You're going to have messages coming in. And it feels like kind of the normal course of things. If you just relax your way into this month, I think you'll be fine. And I pulled an oracle card after pulling these to, really get a feel of it. And I get focused on love, your heart's calling. Ooh. You're focused on your heart's calling. So that's a good place to be. You've moved out of the conflict of March, and you're coming into a good situation. Things are settling down, and you've got a grip on it.
I love it. I just want to say that Thomas says, I think I was 44 for 5 years, just didn't want to face the truth. Yeah. I mean, when you get to a certain age, right? I have to say personally, I'm a Leo, you guys, so I love me a birthday. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, make it all about Kelly. Woohoo! Everyone, we love you and party and like I love all that stuff, right? Mm-hmm. I'm like a 4-year-old. It's like woohoo, like pony rides and cotton candy. Like that's what I think. Mm-hmm. So I've never been a person that's like it's just another day. That's not me. It's like I tell everybody I know it's my birthday. And it's not because I want gifts. I just love the feeling of like the celebration of it all, right? Yeah. But I will tell you that as you get older, it's not the anticipation of my birthday and what will follow after my birthday has lessened. The wanting to acknowledge it and feel the love has never gone away. But I will also say that in the last 10 years, I up until last year's birthday, really, I didn't really feel like I had cause to celebrate. Mm-hmm. Right? So the point of me mentioning that is things can change.
Yeah.
So don't ever give up, friends. All right. So for Gemini, I start out with the wise counselor in this deck. It's only one deck in this deck, otherwise known as the Hierophant, right? This is about belief. It's about traditions. It's about a feeling of belonging, right? Mm-hmm. The King of Water comes next. So this is picking up on what Angela's card, her last card there said in terms of the heart, right? The King of Cups is all about compassion and empathy and understanding, right? He is the energy of sort of scooping you up and kind of holding you, right? So it feels very heart-centered to me. It feels very much like you're in your feels kind of thing, which I feel like that's when I say that, what I mean is like you feel good, things are going your way, like things are like you're vibing the shift, if that makes sense. I've got as the last card the Nine of Wands, but this came out in reverse. So the Nine of Wands upright is, putting up boundaries, trying to protect yourself, that feeling of being slightly resistant, but you're prepared. So in reverse, you're not as resilient, right? You're not as prepared. So to me, this is saying that you need to be just a little cautious of wearing your heart on your sleeve, right? If you're overly sensitive, for example, right? You can get your feelings hurt really easy. I've got the 9 of Earth on the bottom of the deck, or the 9 of Pentacles, right? This is this lovely feeling of contentment, right? That we all strive for. That moment in time where we feel like it's okay to put our feet up and we can slightly relax, right? You
Mhm.
have achieved what you set out to achieve. I pulled an oracle card, and I've got Moonlight Enchantment, which is magic. And you got the moon card too for Gemini, did you not, Ange?
Yes.
So, you know what is the moon, right? The moon is tranquil, it's peaceful, it's powerful.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's any Geminis listening, you know, maybe go out and sit out amongst the twinkling stars and just look up and try to absorb some of that power, maybe on the next full moon. For example, and allow yourself to just sort of feel in that moment. I personally think that's the best time of the day, is that time of night when it's so
Mhm.
quiet and so peaceful, and you can just look up and just be,
Mm-hmm.
right? All sorts of things become so crystal clear at that time of night, for me personally. So that's what I got for Gemini. I think that the month is going to be great for you. I think that you're really going to enjoy it. Just allow yourself not to be overly sensitive,
Mm-hmm.
if that makes sense.
And that full moon will come up on Wednesday.
Yes, we do. Speaking of that, Anna Banana will be here to do full moon readings on Wednesday.
All right.
All right, what are we on now? Cancer, the crab. Hi, Ocean Garnett. Lovely Cancerians in the house. I'm not sure how many Cancerians are here. Someone asked earlier what signs we are. So I'm a Leo sun and a Leo rising, because I can't have enough Leo in me.
I'm a Virgo sun and I have Scorpio rising.
Which is one of the reasons why Ange and I get along so well.
Mm-hmm.
Leos look to Scorpios for security. My mama was a Scorpio, so I know that to be true. And Angela, from day one, from the day that I met her, has, like, there's no strings attached with our friendship. She always makes me feel safe and that I am protected and that I'm loved. And I don't know about you all, but it's just a beautiful feeling that she sort of allows me to sort of come into her space and like everything's going to be okay.
Yep. As it always will be.
Aw, mwah! Love you, my friend. All right. You are not a Scorpio, Mark. No one wants to hear this conversation again. We have to go through this every time, you guys. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. For our my sister is a Cancer.
Mm-hmm.
What's your moon sign, Ange?
If you hadn't asked, I could have told you.
Oh, sorry.
It just escaped me all of a sudden.
I gotcha. I'm an Aquarius moon. Well, of course I'm an Aquarius moon, because that's the complete opposite of Leo. Of course. I mean, it only makes sense, does it not? It's like you knew. It's like you know that. I'm like, come on, really? All right. For our lovely Cancer. Oh, look at that. So Aspasia says I'm a Virgo double Capricorn. Nice. You can go if you want.
Okay, well, I don't know if I want to go, but
Oh.
okay, I got the devil to start out with. So March was
Insert drum
not
roll.
fun for you. And I've got the Emperor in reverse. So it's like somebody's had their thumb on you for a little while. Through March had to be rough. And then I've got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So everything's been stopped, halted, not good at all for March. But in April, you have coming up with what the reading is moving to is you're the magician. Now you have in April, you're going to have control of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got it covered. I mean, you've got all of the tools you need, the knowledge you need, and the abilities you need to do whatever you want to at this time and to get over March. And then we have the Queen of Cups. That's the hug. That's the mother, the compassionate mother that's taking care of you. You know, things are turning out good. And I pulled a oracle card just because. And I got microphone. You're ready to communicate. Tell everybody how you feel. Tell them how March was, how bad it was, and how things are looking up.
Can I just say, I love it when our cards sort of like, tell the same story. I feel like you said that this is what's happening, and I'm gonna give you the ... how you might navigate that.
Mm-hmm.
So we start out with the shamanic healer card. This is cleansing and attunement. So to the devil card.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever had a hold of you, whatever the toxic, behaviors or patterns or situations were, I feel like you are going through a process to you sort of release or unburden yourself or unattach yourself from that, right? Which is lovely. How are you going to do that? We start out with the star card. It's about having faith, having trust in yourself, believing in yourself. That whole idea of, going deep, and I mean deep, to lift that burden and release that burden from yourself. That's what the star card is all about to me. We have the Six of Pentacles. This is about charity. It's about giving and receiving. So I don't know, but I feel very much like you're going to either get a new support system, or you're going to be reaching out to your support system and allowing your support system to actually support you. I love my sister. Don't tell anybody. She's a little bit stubborn. In terms of, I can do this. She is the person that helps others. She doesn't really accept help for herself. And so what I mean by that, in terms of this reading, right, you're going to be opening up and allowing a little more of give and take instead of it being so one-sided, right? Which is lovely. We have the High Priestess next, okay? And the High Priestess, in this case, this is about using your intuition to guide you and having that patience, because if you are making a shift like this, where you're going to open yourself and be like, okay, I need something from someone, you're going to have to be patient with yourself as you navigate it, because I don't really think that it's within your normal wheelhouse, right? And just to sort of co-sign that, we've got the Three of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So, working together with others. I pulled one of my favorite cards here, the Cat Wisdom Oracle, and this is so cool. It says assertive, take your place at the table. So to your microphone, this is You know, it's sort of like your moment to sort of step up and be heard, I feel,
Hmm. Yeah.
which is lovely.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's just coming into to like a like their own sort of
Hmm.
you know, like literally taking your place at the table. I
Yeah.
love it. Way to go, Cancer. You're gonna have an awesome. Listen, my sister is like the funniest person I know. You know, she is wonderful. She's awesome, and she oftentimes doesn't allow herself to be seen that way. And it's
Hmm.
like you're so you're just you're a breath of fresh air to be around. Like you know go.
Hmm.
Um, and I realized, you know, that's my sister, and so I might be slightly biased, but a lot of people do that. A lot of people uh, let their fears or their insecurities stop them.
Hmm.
Which so if this energy allows you to sort of step outside of your comfort zone or step outside of your normal, I say go for it and embrace it. Why the heck not? You may
Hmm.
find that you actually enjoy it.
Be right back.
Yeah, I love that. At least be heard, make your statement, drop the mic. Boom. All right, now we are moving on to uh, this sign right here, friends. Brace yourselves. No, I'm kidding. Ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. What card do I want to use? I'm going to do this guy here. Amanda says Sag, Leo rising, Venus, Mercury, Mars, all in Capricorn. Oh, and Libra moon. Thank God. All right, what kind of month is a Leo going to have in April? What is happening for our Leo friends? Yay. Well, you asked, Kelly. Oh, brother. Brother, mother, sister. Whoops. Hello. Did y'all see that? That thing went flying. Pardon me while I get the card off the floor. Nice. I gotta use these guys. So tomorrow I'll be on with Allie from Heart and Soul Connected. We're doing
Ooh, nice.
what did she say? We're gonna do rock, paper, scissors or something?
Yeah, I was wondering what that meant.
You and me both. Which I mean I love that, right? I love
Mhm.
doing fun readings like that. So I hope you guys can tune in. I think that's at 6 p.m. Eastern. And then Wednesday I'll be back for the full moon, as I said. Oh my goodness, what is happening? Go ahead, Ange.
Okay.
I had like 9 cards fall out, and I'm like, what is going on?
First of all, I got the Six of Swords. So you're moving on to calmer waters. Things are settling down.
Yeah.
Then I got the Wheel of Fortune. So that's good stuff coming in.
Yeah.
That's followed by the Star. So that all looks good. But then you've got the Tower card, but it's in reverse, which means its effects aren't going to be quite as bad. You got a little hiccup coming.
Uh-huh.
And that's followed by the Devil in reverse. So that's kind of a little bit of a warning to, watch yourself a little bit. But I followed that up. I pulled a oracle card, and it says release control. So you need to take your control freak self and turn it down a notch.
Right?
Get your butt out of the camera, dude.
Uh,
It seems like, okay, I would say this Tower and this Devil followed by the release control is your control freak's getting down hand. Tamp it down a little bit. Take things in stride a lot more.
Oh God.
It's fine.
Yeah, no, well, I'm a Leo, so this is
I
what
know.
this is what I got.
Uh-huh.
So we start off with Storm Spirit, Chaos.
Sorry. I'm just going off of what I know about you, Kelly.
Right? That's the Oracle card, okay? Now we have the Six of Water. You know, Six of Cups. This is nostalgia. This is the good old days.
Mm-hmm.
Wishing that things were the good, you know, like they used to be. Why can't things be like they used to be? Why can't things be easy, right? Sorry, I have a puppy rubbing around my feet. Y'all want to see Rosie? Hi, sweetheart. What are you doing? Hi. Hi. You want to come say hi, everybody? You want to come say hi?
We're not reading you yet.
We're reading. You want to say hi? You want to say hi? Come. She's starting this thing now where she doesn't want to be picked up by anybody. Oh my God, she's a mess, you guys.
She's an adorable little mess, though.
So this is Rosie. And Rosie is just like all. Don't do that. Yep. Okay. Just my puppy Rosie. Sorry. I can't see for her licking all over my face. Rosie is just 4 months old. And she is she needs a haircut really, really badly.
Lise, you're not going to believe this, but my cat's name is Kitty Cat.
Yeah. Okay, so bye, Rosie. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Rosie.
Bye. Oh, go see Daddy. There you go. All right, I apologize. All right, so we were at the Six of Water, right? So the Six of Water, thinking, you know, back to the good old days. Then we have the Wise Counselor in this deck, otherwise known as the Hierophant, right? This is about that sense of belonging, right? The traditions and the beliefs. So I feel like the reason that the Devil card came up is because there is a pattern that you are literally trying to like kick the door in, right? You're trying to break the door down and push past these barriers that have been placed in front of you, right? Or on you. I also have the Tower card. In this deck, it's called the Transformation card. On the bottom of this card, it says realization, life change, and liberation. So you are literally in the midst of breaking free. Because I have the Four of Wands. Right? This is celebration. This is milestone. This is happiness. This is, contentment. Right? Hanging out with your family, celebrating a birthday, celebrating a marriage. It's joy that you get from the people that matter to you the most. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Earth. So someone is going to be helping you get through this, whether it's your soul tribe, your significant other. It may even be someone from the past. Right? Because that's Six of Cups. So the outcome for Leo is that if you're open to it, everything is going to work out. Oh, and I did pull this card, which is success. Mm-hmm. And it says, I know that there is no greater goal than to love. So, speaking to the breaking away from that, whatever may have a hold on you, you know, this is all about allowing yourself to stand in your power. That's what I believe. So, there you have it. And I noticed that the dog has licked my face, and now my makeup is halfway down my face, so that's lovely. I apologize. I mean, I just can't, you guys. Anyway,
Well,
thank
isn't
you,
that the
everybody.
best way to get your makeup messed up, you know?
I mean, honestly, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thank everyone for being here. I apologize. I'm not usually this much of a hot mess, although sometimes I am. Now my internet signal is wanting. I mean, why not? We have other people that have popped in. Kieran is here, and Juanita is here, and Meter is here. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us. Oh, Shelly is here, waving a hand. Hello, Shelly. Nice to see everybody. Lisa M is here.
Mm-hmm.
We're going through the Zodiac signs, Lisa, so we're currently moving on to Virgo. So we're not really taking personal questions tonight, but we're going through the Zodiacs. All right. Virgo. But we thank you for being here. What sign are you, Lisa, if you don't mind me asking? Well, you don't really have to tell me. I was just gonna say we're moving into Virgo, so hopefully we haven't done your sign yet. Look at that. It's like you knew. Here. Nice. Alrighty. We're in a Virgo moon right now too. Yep. Yes, it has, Miter, but it's okay. You're here now, love. That's the important bit. You know, I have had this deck that I just used for probably the whole time I've had my channel, and I've never seen that card before. Hi, Joan. You want to go, or do you want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, gotta love it. You gotta love it when the cards just kind of fall out. Okay, so this is I got a lot of cards. Okay, so Virgo. Excuse me. Start out with the Seven of Fire, the Seven of Wands, feeling challenged, but you are resistant to the challenge, but you are determined. So it's a step sort of to the left of being stuck, right? This is not like being stuck. This is I want to do this, but I have no idea how. It's that kind of vibe, right? We have the death card or the release card in this deck. Okay, don't fear it. Doesn't mean someone's going to die. It means that you are freeing yourself. It is a transformation that you're going through. It is an ending of something and the beginning of something else. So that challenge that you're feeling, you're moving away from that. You're navigating your way through it, which is lovely. How are you going to do that? We have the Hanged Man or the Awakening card in this deck. This is that moment where you take a quiet sort of time period and try to figure out a new perspective, something that helps you to be able to navigate better, right? On the bottom of the deck, I've got the Hermit card, which is,
Mm-hmm.
this is the Virgo card. So, um, this is about getting in touch, right? Sometimes literally removing yourself. The star, that lantern that the hermit carries, is his wisdom. That's what guides the path. So this moment of getting quiet and going in and having some self-discovery is what's going to sort of kickstart this sort of new perspective, I feel. And this is really interesting. I pulled 3 oracle cards, not intentionally. 2 fell out at once. We've got Trust the Universe.
Mm-hmm.
We have Traveling Lightly, which is Simplify Your Life.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Finding Sanctuary. This is the card I've never seen before. Opening to your spiritual source. So I feel very much, Virgo, that you are going to go through a major shift in thinking. Like, this is thought, right? A major thought thinking kind of transformation, if that makes sense, which is going to feel like the weight of the world has been lifted off your shoulders, which is fabulous. That's what I got.
And as usual, our readings kind of go hand in hand.
Yay.
I've got the 9 of Wands to start out with. We've tied ourselves all up in knots.
Mm-hmm.
Then I get the Page of Cups coming in with some good news. Followed by the 2 of Pentacles. We've got to weigh our options and figure out where we're going. And then we've got the 4 of Wands, which is coming home. You've got things together. I mean, it started out rough, a little bit. And then we've got the Knight of Swords. You're going to start charging forward. Things are going to move in April. Things are going to change. Just like what Kelly got. We've got a big change of things in April.
Well, it makes sense, really, when you think about it. In terms of, if you look at the Zodiac sign with Virgo being next to Leo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then I did pull an oracle card, and I got clarity, success,
beautiful,
happiness. Yep.
Yay. Go Virgo. All right. Hi, Kristen. Hi, Teresa. Blue says, the end of a process is near. Great read. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Thank you. All right. Here we are, friends. Libra. Bum, 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 bum. I am determined. Every time I say it, I forget to do it. I want to try to find a sound bite of a drum roll.
Mm-hmm.
Or the bum, 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 bum.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, speaking of a drum roll. So, no, we haven't got there yet, Kristen. We're almost there. We're going to get to Libra now. This is so funny. So, I recently found a show on YouTube that I've watched years ago. But anyways, it's about restoring aristocratic families in the UK that have inherited, these wonderful country manors and country estates, mm-hmm. these big, beautiful homes, that have been in their family for 300 years, but comes with a 400 million pound debt because mm-hmm. they're literally crumbling because they were built in the 1800s, and they're trying to revive them or turn it into a way to make money from it, right?
Yeah.
And I love the show. I've seen every episode, but I love the show. And it doesn't matter. I mean, because I love the architecture, right? That's what I'm interested in. Some of these people, I mean, they're so funny. It's kind of like Aren't We Fabulous? You know what I mean? That show. without knowing that they're that show. If you understand what I mean, like they're so
Uh-huh.
in their element. These people, it's hysterical. Like it's really kind of fun. Anyway, and I forgot where I was going with that, but anyways, check it out. I don't what's it called? Country House Rescue. I think it's called or Country Home Rescue. It's called. Oh, it's just fun. Hi, Bora Bora. You guys, if you've ever seen the show, there was a gardening show that they used to do back in the day, and the guy who hosted the garden show was one of the guys that started hosting that show, and that's kind of how I came to watch it. And then someone else was the host, but anyway, it's neither here nor there. I'll shut up. Sorry, it was so random babbling by Kelly. I don't even know where I was going with that. I was going somewhere with it. It'll come to me like tomorrow at 3 a.m. I'll be like, oh my God. Oh, I love them too, Amanda. Like, I'm so hooked on silly shows like that. I want you to know that one of the houses that we watched, the guy was going to open, what was it? A cookery school. I mean, I'm like, cookery, what does that even mean? So like a cooking school? And the host called it a tip, which is like, the dumpster, right? So you can imagine, insert any word that you want, what it looked like, right? And you were like, wow. The guy, now, we shouldn't be judgmental. This is a great lesson that we should not judge a book by its cover and that we should not be judgmental. He was just in his 30s, and he was a DJ. By his own admission, he did not pay attention in school. He was too busy having fun. The uncle that he inherited from never thought that he would amount to anything and had no confidence in him whatsoever. His parents lived on site. They didn't really have a whole lot of confidence in him either, but they knew that he was passionate. That if he applied himself, that he was, he would be good at whatever he was going to do.
Yeah.
I want you to know that show was filmed, I think, in like 2008, 2007, 9, somewhere in that range. It is still going today, and it is more famous than it ever was. And he is totally made a success of that home. And they were like 3 million pounds in debt when he inherited that house.
Wow.
Like, it was crazy. And not to mention that his family had that house since like the 1800s or something, right? I mean, no pressure.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. Hi, Joan. Did I say hi to you, Joan? I'm so sorry if I didn't. What the heck are we doing, Libra, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of balance, not. Ocean Garnet, I've seen that. Oh my gosh, is it the one? Tell me, Ocean Garnet, is it the one where they have it's like the doctor, right? It's a doctor that bought it, and it has like that little I don't know what you call it. It's like the little gate thing that you go through to get there, right? Tell me if that's the one. Sorry, go ahead. Oh, guys. Just random.
Okay, I got the Ace of Cups, so you're all in your feels. But I've got the Six of Swords, so you're moving to calmer waters. And then I've got the Seven of Cups, which has you flitting from one subject to the other, not really focused. But I've got the King of Pentacles, which means somebody's going to come in and help you even things out. I think this guy's going to give you some good advice and get you into one direction as opposed to 7. And you've been kind of fighting things, but now that's coming to an end because I got the Five of Swords in reverse. So your fighting is over. You need to just put down the swords and, start working on something that you love. And on the bottom of the deck, I got the Death card, so that fight is definitely coming to an end. You need to just drop it. And I pulled a oracle card, and it says step up and lead, which kind of tells me that you need to stop waffling about things and just step up and take your place in the world. And be the first person, the best person, the big person in your life. It's your turn.
Beautiful. We have so much going on. Bims, I think that Blue just answered your question. So how you find out about your moon sign or your rising sign is by doing your birth chart. And you need to know the time that you were born or an approximate. And if you don't know the time that you were born, they suggest that you put in 12 noon. And it will sort of, calculate it and tell you.
Mm-hmm.
And Ocean Garnet is like this. So it's not the one that I was thinking of, but yeah, there's so many awesome ones. If you're talking about the one that I think that you're talking about, where it's the husband and the wife, is it the one where the wife has I just seen recently, like they were like, she painstakingly painted like all the rosettes and stuff with gold leaf and sort of like that. Oh my God, it was beautiful. Anyway, all of those shows are so inspiring to me. So Libra, I like everything that Ange got, I'm getting, right? So we start out with the Page of Swords, right? So this is about, using the resources that you have. Like, you're trying to gather information, trying to get facts, trying to figure stuff out. I feel like, I don't want to like generalize this statement, but I feel very much from this reading that this is like you're on a fact-finding mission, because that is like a normal procedure for you. Like, you want to do that because that feels natural and normal to you. So if I don't have the answers, I'll go here and get the answers, if that makes sense. Not really facing the issue head on, shall I say. We've got the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles is, looking for support. You're feeling a lack. There's something that it doesn't feel right. Something feels off. We've got the Four of Cups. You're stuck. Now, I'm not trying to say that I know how every Libra in the world feels. I am saying that the Four of Cups is that feeling of like, yesterday it did it for me, today it's not. Like, I just feel nothing. And when that happens, what's happening? We're in a rut, right? We need a little supercharge, a little kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, there's something, some kind of like your passion needs to be sparked. We've got the Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck. The Queen of Cups is all about right here. Right here, and that connection up there, right? Coming from a place of love. Understanding that joy and gratitude and blessings and love and that feeling of oneness and complete and wholeness and all of those lovely things come from the understanding that I have things in my life that I'm grateful for, and that's what I'm going to focus on. That's what's going to shift me out of my rut, right? I just want to mention that below that we've got the Ace of Pentacles, so you're planting seeds, right? I also got a Death card as well. It says, I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. So whatever you're trying to sort of unstuck yourself from, you are starting to shift yourself out of it, as Ange alluded to. And the second card that I got is this: Prophets and Ancient Seers, Decisions, and Predictive Guidance. So ask your guides, your angels, your spirit team for help. Ask them for clarity, ask them to send you messages. Pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to synchronicities. If you smell certain things, birds, you know what I mean, dimes, whatever. Pay attention to those things, because I feel like either they want you to communicate with them, or they are communicating with them and you may not be seeing it. And that communication may help you feel like you're on the right track, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. That's what I got for Libra. Which is lovely that Libra is coming out on the other side of that change. Oh my God, I'm totally into them, Amanda. I am totally into them. I love them. All right, we are moving on to Scorpio. Scorpio, darling. Scorpio in the house. I mean, I am literally a renovation junkie show watcher. I will watch any renovation show I could get my hands on. So, but watching them do like these old French chateaus and stuff, the old country manors in England, those type of things is just fascinating to me, because, you know, you're dealing with different structures, things that were built in different time frames, especially when they're trying to sort of restore them and bring them back. It's lovely. I find it so interesting. Mm-hmm. Oh, nice. Amanda says she found a shiny 5-cent Canadian coin on my walk the other day. That would be our nickel with the big beaver on it.
Beaver on your nickel? Okay.
Yeah. So, for those that don't know, on the penny was the queen, which we don't make pennies anymore. On our nickel is the beaver. On our dime, it's one of the tall ships or a sailboat, whatever.
I love that.
On the quarter, it's a moose. I mean, why wouldn't it be? Then we moved to the loonie. What do you think the loonie has on it? The loonie is our $1 coin, and it has a loon on it. And then we have a toonie, which is a $2 coin. Mm-hmm. What does a toonie have on it? Anyone want to make a guess? Hi, Vivian. How are you? Go ahead, my friend.
Okay. I've got the Empress in reverse. We're not feeling all that productive, like we really haven't accomplished anything in a while.
Sorry.
That's not the best way to start out April.
Kristen guesses a tuna on a toonie. I couldn't keep a straight face. I'm sorry. That's not Kristen.
Yeah,
that's
great. And then we've got the Six of Swords. We're not feeling like we're getting anywhere fast. But here comes the fix here. We've got the King of Cups, which is a wise and caring leader. And then we've got the Queen of Cups, which is, a nurturing mother. I think we need to turn to people outside ourselves and get a little bit of, what do you want to call it? A pep talk. Yeah. We all need a pep talk. And then I've got the fighting Five of Wands. So I think we're fighting with ourselves. And, we do it very well. we stop all that, on the bottom of the deck, I got the world. So we're coming out of that. And the world is kind of going to be our oyster for a little while. I think we deserve that much. And then I pulled an oracle card, which is the cupcake, and that means indulgent. Give yourself a treat.
Right.
Pick your own feels up, so to speak. Cheer yourself up.
I love that.
And it's also personal satisfaction, treating yourself. The sweet things in life. Yeah, we could all use a little bit of that after March. I mean, March was rough on everybody.
It was. Okay, can I just tell you that y'all are just too funny.
Yeah.
Y'all are just too funny. So we have some guesses going on. We have a tuna. Then we have two loons. Ocean Garnet says, I have a Canadian coin with gold in the center. I can't spend it over here, so it's a keepsake. So Ocean Garnet, that is a toonie. The toonie has the gold in the center and the silver around the outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the loonie, which is the $1, is the gold. Just so you know. Amanda says, Canadian humor, love it. Linda's like, hold on, I'm going to check my purse. Meter says, permission to have a treat.
Yes.
Kristen says, I've been very socially and maritally productive, but my ability to focus at work has been utter shite. Blue says it's similar to Australian money. I've never seen Australian money, so I'll take your word for it, Blue. So a toonie is the $2 coin. Like I said, it's gold in the center, silver around that, and on one side, of course, the queen, which of course will now be the king, but on the front side is the polar bear. So I'm not sure where the sailboat comes in, because we've been animals, right? Anyway, I digress. Get like you said, Canadian humor. I don't know. It's like, I'm sure it means something. All right. To my Scorpio friends, we have the Four of Earth. That's what I started with, the Four of Pentacles. So, sometimes the Four of Pentacles is about holding on too tight.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's about trying to control something. Now I feel it's a little bit of a control thing, but not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. I don't mean like control freak. Just trying to handle and navigate a situation. So you try to like grab a hold of it, right? We've got the Ten of Water, so the Ten of Cups, the family, right? We have the Chariot coming next, which is, this is one of those random reads, right? This is the Chariot. This is about willpower. It's about blending energies. It's about victory and, like speed and getting somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got the Justice card on the bottom of the deck, friends. So I feel like you are trying to get a hold of this situation before the situation gets a hold of you. Like that's what I feel like you're trying to navigate. I feel like you're trying to force things to, everything's fine, everything's great, everything, you know what I mean? And you're not really giving yourself or allowing yourself the time to sort of bring those things into sort of like equilibrium. You know what I mean? Like that. Yeah. That's why I think you've got the Chariot and the Justice card. Both of those cards speak about blending energies and sort of restoring balance in a way. You're getting there. And I think what's going to help to get you there, what's going to get you past that, is just allowing this moment with your family, right? People that are connected to you through your heart center, allowing yourself to just embrace that and just be like, you know what, as long as I got my peeps with me, my soul tribe, I'm good. Doesn't matter what's going on. this is my solid foundation. And I pulled an oracle card, and I've got this: toadstools, growth. I don't know why, but I feel, I don't know what this is called. Have you ever seen like a meme or something where someone's like inside of like saran wrap or something like that, and they're like trying to get out and they can't? Mm-hmm. That's what I feel this is. It's this. Mm-hmm. But you find the opening once you embrace it, if that makes sense. So that's what I got for Scorpio. Hope that helps. Cafe astrology, yeah. All right. We are moving on to. All right, Mark, it's your sign. Sagittarius, spelled with 2 G's, is it not?
I believe so.
I don't know why. I don't think it should have 2 G's. It should only have 1. Anyway. Here we go. Sagittarius. Oh, 2 T's. Well, look at that. That's the Canadian way to spell it. It's the Canadian way to spell it, Kristen. Mm-hmm. Listen, I'll tell you guys what. Like, all joking aside, when I type in color, the way that I know how to spell color, mm-hmm. It always comes out that I'm spelling it wrong. And I'm like, I'm not spelling it wrong. You all are spelling it wrong. Because we spell color, the Canadian way. COLOUR, color. Mm-hmm. Not COLOR. And every time you type it in, wherever, like in your phone, your tablet, in an email, it's like, nope, sorry, you're wrong. And it's like, no, I'm not. And I don't know about you guys, but I have a real hard time pressing send when it tells me that something's spelled incorrectly. And I'm like, no, it's not. Anyway. Also, neighbor.
Sagittarius.
Also, neighbor is another word that we spell differently than y'all, and we get that wrong too.
You're in the way, dude. You're walking.
Thank you, everybody. Kristen's like, I like color. COLOUR. I mean, really. All right, what sign are we on now? I said Sagittarius, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Just making sure that I knew what I was doing. Sagittarius. I love that you're all helping me with the spelling and the other thing.
Dude.
Linda says, I always made a point to change my word settings to use English Canadian so I don't have to deal with that ish. Yep.
Are you going to keep it this up, huh?
You know what? I for whatever reason, wherever I was somewhere where I was typing something and it literally said that, like, there was no, it was like UK English or the United States English. I'm like, really? Like, where's the Canadian English? Because Linda makes a great point. If you can select Canadian English, you don't get those spelling errors. Mm-hmm. Okay, what'd you get? So I got like 28 cards followed, so I know that's not right.
Well, I've got a little bit of a mess here.
Okay.
Sagittarius, you need to settle down.
Right?
I got the devil in reverse.
Uh-huh.
And I got the tower in reverse. Guys, it's not as bad as you've been thinking. It really isn't. Because that's followed by the Empress. So you've gained ground. Mm-hmm. I mean, the Empress is, production, you've got things working. It's building. You're growing things. And then I've got the Eight of Swords. So you feel like you're tied up in knots, but the Empress, pay attention. And then you've got the Seven of Pentacles. You're looking at the fruits of your labor, and there is some there.
Right.
So I think it's all just your feelings that makes you feel like you've gotten nowhere and that you're stuck. You need to come out of your head and look at what you've accomplished, because you actually have accomplished something. And that's followed by the Page of Pentacles on the bottom, which that's a little bit of coin you've made. So you need to take better stock of what you've done and accomplished, and that'll pick you back up from where you thought you were stuck.
I'm like, okay, can I just get a card that helps me, please? I mean, I know what the reading is. There we go. All right. So this is for entertainment purposes only. I'm going to say this, but this is Zodiac readings by the chat. The chat are summing up the readings, and I love it. And this particular round goes to Mina, because literally she says Sag needs to calm down.
Yes.
And I just want you to know that I concur completely, Miner. Lighten up. So we start out with, and I'll tell you why. So I pulled this card first, and I've got attachment, right? So longing and desperation. My cards don't depict longing and desperation, which always confuses me when that happens. But the cards on the bottom of the, like when I turn the deck up, right, then I'm like, okay, all right. Okay, Amanda, this reading is I must picking up on you. I don't know. You tell me. We start out with the Ace of Wands, new beginnings, new inspirations, new ideas, new ventures. You are filled with all kinds of like creative juices and ideas. And like, can't wait to like get started, right? Like you're raring to go. You're filled with like a spark, if that makes sense. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. This is literally paving the road in terms of going after what you want, right? You are making your way to your dream. It's like if you ever see the pathway with the little feet in it, you know what I mean? Like they're like stones that look like feet. You're literally on those feet, right? We've got the Fool, new beginnings, new opportunities, new starts. And I'm like, okay, so where's the longing and the desperation? Because this is what Sagittarius likes to fix things, even when things aren't broken. So this is how you're feeling. Like I need to curl up in a ball. I need to go to sleep. I feel like I'm trying so hard and I'm not making any progress. Right? Below that, as Ange said, you got the Empress, I got the Emperor, trying to control a situation, trying to structure it and organize it and fit it into your comfort zone. Just saying, right? Below that, we've got the Seven of Swords. That's like there's someone out to get me. You're paranoid. You're looking over your shoulder. Like it's almost as if you're creating a situation where there is no situation. Right? I got the Moonlight Enchantment Magic, and I also got Lighten Up. And so what I want to say is this. If you're feeling something, acknowledge it. Don't keep shoving it down and trying to bypass it or go around it. If you're feeling something, acknowledge it, journal about it, say it out loud so that you can sort of allow yourself to lift that burden from yourself, right? You can deal with it how you need to deal with it so that you can move forward. Okay. that's what I got for Sagittarius. Hope that made sense. You know, it's like that old saying, you literally can create nothing or something out of nothing. You know
Uh-huh.
what I mean?
And I think that's where they're at.
Yeah. And so, you know, give yourself a break, and allow yourself to regain your power, and sort of, you know, let your shoulders come back up again, so that, you know, your head feels more like it's attached, rather than like, I feel very much like this, like turtle mode. That's my sign for like being stressed, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we are moving on to Capricorn.
Mm-hmm.
Vivian says, all right, so Amanda says she's starting a new job tomorrow. We wish you the very best, Amanda. Good luck to you. That's very awesome. Everyone is congratulating. Vivian says, I need to understand why I'm getting so sad since the last 2 weeks. I think it's just the energies, Vivian.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, there's been so many intense energies going around, and they really do play on you. And it's been coming out in my daily readings for like a week and a half, that you just be like, you know, like you know, everything sucks, and there's absolutely no reason why you feel that way, but you're just like, I just feel blah, like you almost feel nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like you feel numb, kind of. Ocean Garnett says journaling helps a lot. You're right, Kelly. All right, here we go. Capricorn, for our lovely Capricorn friends. Capricorn.
Come here, you. Come here.
Jansville is feeling lethargic. I mean, I know Allie did a show and she was saying she was feeling it. I know I felt it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was a mess. You know, the one thing that I have learned, you guys, and I'm not trying to turn this into like this is about me. I'm just saying this in terms of perhaps maybe offering just a little piece of info. One thing that I have learned with having anxiety is that, you know, to give myself permission and, you know, without judgment. So if I'm going to feel stuck, I'm going to feel stuck, and I'm going to allow myself to feel stuck for as long as it takes me to be able to counteract the stuck feeling. And what I mean by that is I know when to push myself and when not to push myself, right? There are times when you push yourself and you can get so resistant to the push that you're like, no. And then it's going to take you twice as long to sort of find your mojo again.
Mm-hmm.
So my best advice is always to check in with yourself, right? Journal, mirror work, cards, you know, going out at night and looking up at the stars, and or looking up at the sun, or asking your guides before you go to sleep, can you just, I need some clarity, phone a friend, you know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. You have to listen to yourself, because you know yourself better than anyone does, right? You have to listen to yourself. Check in with yourself and make sure that that's really what it is. And if that's what it is, you will know when it's time to, as I say, and I refer to, push the stool out. You'll know when it's time. But until then, don't beat yourself up, because you're only making it worse on yourself, right? Now you're shaming yourself for feeling the way that you're feeling, and you don't know why you're feeling that way. And that's just a hamster wheel of a problem.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I will shut up. Go ahead.
Okay, I've got my daughter's cards here. I can see them quite clearly.
Should we call your daughter?
Yes. The Eight of Cups, all up in her feels and feeling a little bit of that stuck. Then the Four of Pentacles, hanging on to every little thing. But that's followed by the Ace of Pentacles. Everything's coming up roses if you just turn around and look.
Yeah.
And then followed by the Tower. And it's not necessarily that there's a tower there. It's that she anticipates a tower. And I think that's what this is. This is the anticipation of a tower that isn't really there. And then we have the Seven of Wands, where she's got the higher ground, but she's still fighting with herself.
Yep.
Yeah. So you need to just drop the arms and, go on with living your life in a way. And on the bottom of the deck, I got the Five of Cups. Turn around and look at those cups that you have left. Look at the bridge where you can just walk over and walk away from enough to start with. But what's coming out is the sun. Turn around and see that sun. Happiness is coming. Clarity is coming. You're just not paying attention to it. You need to just turn around and look at the situation as it really is. And stop creating trouble that you don't have. And that'll get you through the month of April pretty easily. All you got to do is turn your mind around and look at what's really there.
I feel like I agree. I feel like it's like a moment to refocus.
Yes.
Your energy on either. I feel like this is very job related. It's either about the house, like not family, but the house, the security, the stable foundation house, right?
Yep.
That kind of idea, or it's about your job. And when I say it's about your job, I don't know. I feel like it's like, why did Bob get that job? That should have been my job. And like, you've created this whole thing in your head. There's no thing there. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
So, we got the King of Pentacles, right? Pentacles, by the way, King of Pentacles, right? Wanting to provide that stable foundation, that security, embracing everyone with that feeling of security, which we all need, we all want.
Yeah.
We have the Knight of Pentacles. I mean, this is lovely, right? Making the path, forging forward, right? Getting to work, doing your thing. Sorry, that's the Knight of Pentacles, right? Now we have the Page of Pentacles, right? This is manifesting your opportunities and your dreams, as it were. Got the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck. I think that this is a person. This is a person. Because below that, I've got the Tower card. And then I've got the Knight of Swords. So, going after things, but having to use your own resources, being very logical, very strategic about things, right? We've got the Seven of Cups. Making choices. Doing that whole, if I do this, then this will happen. And if I go over here, then this might happen. It's like procrastination, right? So, I don't know who's in anyone's life. Only you all know that. But if you have a water sign that is around your job or something to do with your home, I suggest that the best way to address this, because I feel like you're very much like, I've got the blinders on and I'm not looking over here. I'm just going here. But that's not really working. It's just exhausting you. You're not really getting to where you need to go. It's like the road never ends. Like you never arrive at your destination, right? You need to have a conversation and just be real. Okay. We've got release your blocks.
Yeah.
Now, this is interesting. I pulled the Cat Wisdom Oracle. We've got self-confidence, stand your ground.
Mm-hmm.
And we've also got expectation, expect the best. So, tying up this reading, if you think something's going on, this is not the time to think the worst, and anything else that happens is a bonus. No. We don't walk around with that attitude. We walk around with the attitude that I deserve the best.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what I'm shooting for. Right?
Yep.
Sort of shifts your mindset when you do that. And sometimes, depending on your personality or the way that you do things, it allows you to take it on as a challenge, something for you to work towards, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a goal, for example. In terms of, that's just wishful thinking. I'm never going to get there. You know what I mean? Like that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
All right. So that's what I got for Capricorn. Now we move on to Aquarius. For our lovely Aquarians like Ron.
Yep.
You are here with us. Hi, Pierrette. All right. You ready, my friend? Oh my God, I need a cigarette. I've done really good. 1 hour and 46 minutes. I'm like, that's it. I'm done. My internet signal is bouncing around. Whatever, you guys, honestly. Hi, Sylvia. Okay, John, thank you. That's a sucky time to go to work. I mean, I don't know what time it is where you are, Joan, but it's like 9 o'clock at night on a Sunday, and you got to get ready to go to work. That's not fun. Ron's like, I've been waiting patiently. My goodness.
No
you know
kidding.
what, Joan? I used to love nights too. My favorite shift was afternoons, and working in the group home, I worked afternoons, and I never understood. Like when I first of all got a job in an office, I was like, my God, how does everyone do this? Like you all go to the grocery store on Saturday morning and line up. Like my groceries were done by Friday. You know what I mean? Like because I worked afternoons. I didn't understand it. It was like, oh my God, this is the craziest. It took me years to figure my schedule out when I worked in the office. Oh, thank you, Ocean Garnet. You're very kind. Poor Marcia. Marcia's like, I'm waiting. I'm after you. I'm Pisces. I'm like, yeah, we should start with another sign next time instead of starting with Aries. Although, but that's the way you do it. We didn't say Happy New Year to the Aries.
Oh, all right.
Because you start the new year that in the sort of horoscope sort of world, they consider that the Aries is the new year. So, all right, go ahead. I apologize.
Okay, this is my granddaughter, my Aquarius.
Poor, I'm like stressing Angela right out. She's used to me though. Go ahead. Sorry, Fred. Sorry.
Anyway,
oh my God.
I've got the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. You guys think you're broke, but you're not. This is in your head. The Devil in reverse. The Tower in reverse. You're catastrophizing everything. And then we have the Queen of Swords, who's going to take hold of things. Get that Queen of Swords in your life and get her to help you out. You've been toiling away at things, and you've actually accomplished something.
Yeah.
So stop looking and catastrophizing your situation. You've got plenty. You just don't see it. I'm going to pull you an oracle card. You got the Sun.
I feel like you
are catastrophizing.
I feel like the Aquarius just got told.
Yeah, they did. And I can tell you that is my granddaughter. She just sees everything is not only half empty, it's completely empty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
You're fine. Everything's good.
I love it. I love it. Okay. So we start out with the Page of Wands.
Mm-hmm.
Basically,
Isn't that right?
I'm just gonna say what Angela said because Angela's already done all this. So Page of Wands, right? This is where you're like searching for inspiration and creativity and like something to light your spark.
Yeah.
I don't think that you really need to search for that. I kind of think that you already have it, but what you have doesn't seem to be good enough. Because you've got the Four of Pentacles here, right? Sometimes that Four of Pentacles is literally holding on so tight.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not about holding on tightly because you're afraid to spend or you're afraid to let go. It's because you're holding on for control, right? You've got the World in reverse. So the World upright is the completion, right? It's the end of the major arcana. It's the journey has ended. You're about to celebrate and you've achievement and move forward. Nope, it's reversed, which means you're literally spinning your wheels around in a circle. You need to find your joy. And luckily, it looks like you do, because you've got the Six of Wands. Success and victory. So you're able to turn this around. And how are you able to turn it around, you may ask? By going after it. You've literally pushed the stool out. I mean, that's my saying, right? That's not what the Knight of Swords does not mean push the stool out. That's me saying you've pushed the stool, like you got out of your own way. You got busy. You got to it. I just want you to know that underneath that is the Sun card. I pulled a oracle card and 2 oracle cards came out. They're lovely. We have Willow Spirit and flexibility. And we have the Eagle Spirit and freedom. So being flexible, breaking that tight sort of control that you're trying to, like, this isn't supposed to happen on Tuesday. It's only supposed to happen on Thursday. When you let go of that, things will start to work out the way that you want them to, the way that you need them to. And that's when you can experience freedom. And that's when the world literally will turn right side up. That seemed very weird when I just said that, but you know what I meant.
Yes. Stop trying to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory.
Yes.
And I love what Amanda Carroll had to say.
What'd she say? My triple Aquarius mom is the queen of catastrophizing. I'm always trying to talk her down back to the moment. Beautiful. Hi, Kiba. All right. We are on Pisces. Yay. Pisces for Marsha Green. Whoops. And I spelled it wrong. What? I know. Shocker. How do you spell it? Honestly. It's like, it's like every time I spell niece, I spell it wrong. I literally have to say it in my head. I before E, except after C. Like, how? Why? I think because my fingers just go too fast and I don't pay attention. Is Kitty giving a reading?
Yes. He insists on reading the cards tonight.
I have Austin over here sleeping in the chair. Y'all can't see him though. Hiding. So he doesn't get beaten. If you know what I mean. Oh, Charlotte got what's her name? Rosie. Sorry, so many animals. Ding ding ding. Got Rosie really good today. It's so funny, you guys. So like she was barking at them, right? And we were like, you can't bark. You have to show them nice, Rosie. No barking, no barking. Show them nice, Rosie. So now she does this thing where she just like clicks her teeth, but she doesn't bark. It's hysterical to me. And I mean, what I'm saying is it's funny to me because every time she does it, I'm like, oh my God, she really like took that in. So now she's like an apple doll. like with, the old Apple dolls, like she's gumming it. She doesn't actually like bark. It's funny to me. The point is they still have this big fluffy ball of fur coming at them, and the cats are like, whoa, what's that? All right. Sorry I'm so hyper, you guys. Although, I don't know, do you prefer hyper Kelly, crazy Kelly, telling these funny stories, or would you prefer me to just be boring? I wasn't really asking the question. I don't really want answers to that. I'm just saying. Go ahead, my friend.
Okay, I've got the Hanged Man. You felt like you've been spinning your wheels and you're sitting there and nothing's happening. Then I got the Nine of Swords in reverse. You're actually coming out of this. Just sit and let it happen. I've got Justice in reverse, so maybe you're feeling like you're not getting your way or the world's stepping on you a bit. And then I've got the Ten of Swords in reverse. All of this is speaking to how all of your problems are going away. You seem to have already worked them out. And to point that out, I got the Ace of Pentacles, which means you've won. You've already won. Just turn around and look. And I've got the Death in reverse on the bottom. So what you thought was a dramatic change isn't that big a change.
Right.
Yep.
All right.
And your oracle card is the Sun.
Beautiful.
Just turn around and look at what all you've got. It's already there. It's sitting there waiting for you. Yeah. What do you have to say?
My sister said the same thing to me yesterday, Amanda. Amanda said you were like a mom who got a day of freedom from her rambunctious kids. Honestly. Okay. So Pisces, my dear Piscean friends, this is a lovely reading. So we start out with the Queen of Swords. It's that kind of energy where, think back, for those of us that are old enough to know this show, Bewitched, where you get that bird's eye view. So instead of looking at your life straight on, go up and look at it from a different perspective. The Queen of Swords, she's very strategic and mapping things out, and she's very cautious and careful about how she plans her day, shall we say, right? So to me, you are really in a thinking mode, okay? You're trying to analyze and come up with some kind of map or some sort of course, if that makes sense. And I don't mean course like something that you take. I mean course something that you navigate, right? I mean like you're all in your head, okay? We've got the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is literally walking away. Now, it's not walking away from something because, bad situation, I had to get out of there. The time that you needed to serve there is over, and you're moving on to bigger and better things, right? You've done all you can do, right? You've given it as much as you could give, and now it's time to start something new. So you're definitely going through something, which is why you're doing so much thinking. That's why you're in your head so much, right? Trying to come up with the plan. Should I do this? Is this okay? How does this one feel about that? How do I feel about that? Like, that's what you're doing, right? We've got the World, completion, joy, blessings, right? Blessings. Reflect on your priorities. Surrendering to the journey and release control. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is planting the seed. New beginnings, right? New things are happening. I don't even think, based on the cards and the way that they came out, that you even realize that you're doing it. That's the point, right? And what I mean by that is I don't think that anyone feels like any Pisces feel like they're overthinking stuff or that they're holding on too tight. So something's going to happen in terms of either someone's going to bring it up to you, or you're going to have that moment of like that bird's eye view where all of a sudden it's going to make sense and you're going to be like, right, I just need to do this and then everything's going to be fine. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So basically release control of it, right? This is one of those most benevolent outcome kind of ideas. This is the, I'm going to leave it up to the universe kind of idea. Can we throw a card for Amanda to start her new job tomorrow?
Oh,
I mean, Amanda didn't ask for it. Amanda, is that okay if we throw a card for you for your new job tomorrow? Just one card. Marcia says, that is me, Kelly, always trying to analyze things. Yeah. You're welcome, Marcia. I hope that it makes sense, hon.
the arrow, achieving your goals, reaching your target, getting where you want to go.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Amanda didn't answer, so I hope that Amanda's still here. Oh, this reminds me of kitty cat. That's why I'm laughing. Okay, so we've got this card here. Surprise. Oh my God. I really feel like this new job is going to be the best thing for you, Amanda. I feel like you're going to be pleasantly surprised. I mean, above the, oh wow, I got a new job, but like everyone's going to be lovely. You know what I mean? Like it's going to be great for you.
You're getting just what you wanted.
Yeah. Aw, it's lovely.
Mm-hmm.
All right, friends. Make sure that you, if you're not already subscribed to Angela's channel, check her out. She is my friend. I love her a lot. She is a phenomenal reader, and she does a lot of great things on her channel. And tomorrow I'll be on with Ali from Heart and Soul Connected, 6 p.m. Eastern time, and then I'll be back on Wednesday. I think that's at 8 p.m. for the full moon readings. And then, you heard it here first, folks. Oh my God, please pray that it's going to work out this time. Saturday, we're going to do one step at a time because I am going to my sister's house. Finally. Yay. So excited. So trip to the city, some tarot on the go. Rosie's coming with us. That's a lot. So it's Easter weekend. So yeah, check in for that. Of course, don't forget that I do the daily reads, the weekly wellness on Mondays. The weekend reading comes out on Friday. Share the content with your friends because I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I appreciate all of your support. Angie, anything coming up for you, honey, that you want to talk about or you want to mention?
Yes, I've got a video getting ready to post. It's an introduction of my nuts and bolts deck. That's my just playing card deck, and I'll show you how detailed it can get into a reading. And it also ties into something that Deb and Gerald are doing on ethics in reading cards. And I've got an old reading that I remember from 50 years ago.
Wow.
It is point perfect on personal readings, out in public.
Yeah.
On how you have to draw a line somewhere between personal, because nobody, there are things that'll come out in your cards that you don't want to be a public thing.
Right.
So, the reader has to draw a line, and then the questioner has to draw a line.
Right. Absolutely. All right. So everybody be on the lookout for all of that. Have yourselves a fantastic week. I guess that's it. So from us to you, mwah. Blessings, everybody. Good luck tomorrow, Amanda. We're all rooting for you. Have a great week, everybody.
Enjoy. Have fun.
Absolutely.